champion. Melissa Smith, Jonquel Jones on the center circle. Our officials, Isaac Barnett, Tierra Cruz, and Timothy Green. And we are underway.
And right here, immediately my eyes go to this matchup. Chelsea Gray starting at the 4, guarding Breanna Stewart with A'ja Wilson out.
This is the rookie Astier. Over to Ionescu. Shot clock to 4. Ionescu, hard drive off the window for 2.
I like it. I like the aggressive mindset for Sabrina Ionescu starting off. That's exactly what she said her team needed to do. And without the shot blocker, A'ja Wilson, in the game, you don't have a lot of defense on the inside.
First offensive possession now for the Aces. 14-5 during the regular season thus far. Gray with the mid-range J.
Right there, Chelsea Gray getting to her spots on the first possession. Feels good when you knock one down early.
Smith with the knockaway. Astier around a Jonquel screen, outside to Stewart. Jonquel had good position, but Jewel Lloyd there with the thievery. Lloyd, quick trigger off the heel. Rebound easily secured by Jones.
And both of these teams like to play fast, but in the absence of A'ja, I think Vegas really has to play a lot faster to be able to stay in this game.
A collision inside. Leonie Phoebish colliding with Chelsea Gray, and it's just out of bounds. It will stay with New York. And Gray clearly got the worst of that.
Right here. Oh my goodness.
Right on the nose, and the officials actually going to take a look at this.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Chelsea's in a lot of pain. And
then again, Becky Hammon goes to Turner at the 4, which also, as Sabrina Ionescu is picking up right where she left off against Vegas in one of her best games of the season, starting in the paint and then extending it beyond the arc.
5-2 New York. Young can't hit. Breanna Stewart coming out of there with the rebound. Ionescu bottoms. They're fired up early here at Barclays Center. 8-2 Liberty.
And LaChina, you talked about the emphasis of this game in pregame, about how this can be a come alive moment for New York. Sabrina has battled injuries, been in and out of the lineup, missed some time early, but right here, she's on a heater. Vegas late to pick up. Sabrina said, get it out of the net.
And that was one of the emphasis for Becky Hammon in Las Vegas, was pickup points, picked up early, and they did not do that. Sabrina made them pay.
Young beats his shot clock, couldn't rattle it home. Astier the board. Astier on the drive, cut off by Lloyd. And a toss out to Jones. Stewart. Jones driving on Smith. Clear space. Bully ball to the rim.
Yeah, Melissa Smith has her hands full on the defensive end and with everything she will need to do tonight in the absence of A'ja Wilson. Becky Hammon said she'll need to initiate offense. She has got to be aggressive, like here.
Oh, Smith. Right back at you. First field goal for Smith. Jones. Astier on the move, right down the lane.
And New York doing a little bit of everything right now to start. They've gotten the ball to both sides on the floor. They've extended the defense at the 3 and put pressure on the rim already on this Vegas defense, missing their shot blocker in A'ja Wilson.
No one stopping Turner, but Turner couldn't put it in. Astier. Jones with the handoff to Phoebish. Phoebish puts it up. First miss, got her own. Can't hit the lay, and a tie-up inside. And one official had a jump ball. The other had a foul on the interior. And it's a foul. It's going against New York. Brianna Turner called for the foul.
Right here, Phoebus with a little shimmy shake. Doesn't box out, but this is where I think Jonquel Jones can really be effective. Yes, we understand you're shooting beyond 40% from the three-point line this year, but where she won Finals MVP and when the New York Liberty were successful winning the championship, she was down there battling. And there's nobody on on Vegas that wants to deal with Jonquel by herself on the block.
Kennedy Carter in now for Las Vegas. Ionescu, clock winding down. Ionescu left it short. Stewart thought it drew iron. And it's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, I don't think it did.
No.
But that was a heat check. Sabrina said, let's see how hot it can get in here. Oh, they said it did. Oh, I didn't see it from our angle.
It looked like it was just net.
Okay.
And nobody from Las Vegas arguing, so a fresh 14 for New York. Heads up play by Stewart. Here is Stewart, defended by Turner. Over to Ionescu, that's a good look. Won't drop. Astier, the offensive board, and fouled inside already. New York flexing some muscle on the interior.
And that was a great screen by Jonquel Jones to get Sabrina Ionescu open. You don't get more of an open shot than that. But the energy right now for New York is being sustained by the offensive glass.
The WNBA app is your home court for all things WNBA. Stay in the game with the latest schedule, where to watch, game alerts, and more. Scan the QR code to download now.
And to your point, LaChina, already 3 offensive rebounds for New York, shooting an efficient 5 of 9 from the field. So of the 4 misses, they've gotten 3 offensive rebounds already. So there's got to be an emphasis if you're Vegas to finish your defense when you do get a stop on this potent New York Liberty offense.
They need stops. Las Vegas hasn't registered a single rebound yet in this ball game. And we're nearing the midway mark of this opening quarter. Carter, that was fouled by Astier. Carter will have the ultimate green light, you would think, in this one coming off the bench without Asia Wilson. We're waiting on an update on Chelsea Gray, but they're going to need every bit of production that Kennedy Carter can provide. They're poke away by Astier. Carter, toe on the line, a long 2 won't go. Smith the offensive board. First rebound of the ball game for the Aces, and Carter missed from point blank. Got it back. Oh my God, Houdini with the rock. Smith inside, rattles it home.
And right there, the second effort play by Kennedy Carter just demonstrates her athleticism and her quickness. Goodness.
Her toughness, her relentlessness.
8-point advantage for the Liberty. Stewart with the left.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough matchup for Parker Tyus, guarding Breanna Stewart in the middle of the floor.
Young left it short, and Jones the board. New York coming off a long 4-game road trip. They've dropped their last 2, happy to be back at home. Jones, no, got her own. Outside, extra pass stolen. Lloyd off to the races. Jewell Lloyd, bucket and the foul.
And defense to offense. That is how Vegas will get back in this game. Jewell Lloyd, stunning, getting back, getting to the free throw line when we come back. But first, Kennedy Carter, you called her Houdini, right? On the floor, you reach, I teach, dropping a dime right there to Alyssa Smith. And then Breanna Stewart. We know the scouting report, right to left. She got me with that a lot of times.
Now we see this consistent rivalry, and I spoke to Breanna Stewart at shoot-around this afternoon, and she turned around and alluded to there's extra motivation every single time the Aces are in town. Not just because of the money, but because of the legacy and the moment. As you can see, these two have pretty much shaped what is the modern WNBA throughout this, and we're seeing a new chapter evolve right now, Grady, right in front of our eyes.
No doubt about it. Thank you so much, JD. Positive sign for the Aces. Chelsea Gray took a shot to the face early in the ball game. She's at the scorer's table. We'll check in next dead ball for the Aces and a 3-second violation. A turnover for the Aces.
And going back to the wonderful report by our teammate JD, you know, Stewie raises her game against the Aces. She averaged second most points per game. You look at her field goal attempts, which is #1 against any opponent. So her aggressiveness steps up. We know that she's versatile, but she really looks and knows that she has to call her own number for New York to be successful.
Jones. Parker ties all over. Stewart, right to left once again. Elbow J. Good.
That was a
That's
tough
filthy.
bucket. And Breanna Stewart taking more shots inside the arc than she ever has in her career.
Gray needs no time to get back to work.
Wow, I'm impressed because that was a shot taken by Chelsea Gray, and she is back out here like a warrior.
Oh, what a screen. It was illegal. Ionescu getting right into the chest of Cheyenne Parker-Tyus.
Coach DeMarco's looking back to his bench. You know, I don't know that was.
I mean, shout out to, you know, Cheyenne Parker-Tyus, because post players aren't used to getting screened when guarding the ball. So I think it caught everybody off guard.
Parker-Tyus, handoff to Young. Young doubled. Dumped it off. And Parker-Tyus somehow came out of there with it. Bell with the lay.
What a hustle by Parker-Tyus, keeping the possession alive.
Johannes.
And right there, Johannes doing a good job in transition. New York, one of the best in transition.
Oh, how about that feed?
Goodness.
Special delivery. Gray to Carter.
Chelsea Gray came to play today without Asia Wilson in the lineup.
Johannes gave it up to Phoebish. Extra pass. Astier, dump off. And Stewart couldn't put it in. Gray. And a foul inside going against Phoebish. And it gives us a chance to look at this dime from the point guard.
Right here, Chelsea Gray coming off. The thing that she does that all the guards out there watching, she plays with pace. Look at this. Biting on that pull-up jump shot that she's capable of making, and you cut harder when you know you have a guard that is willing to feed you, and it makes everybody better.
Gray, no good. Jewel Lloyd telling us to shoot around just to what it's like playing with a quarterback like Chelsea Gray, as Stewart draws the foul and will go to the line for two. 2:09 to go in this opening frame. Again, a $500,000 prize pool on the line in this one, in this Commissioner's Cup title game. As we take a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule, Thursday on Prime, Wings taking on the Sun. Friday on Ion, Lynx, Liberty, Sky, Aces. And Saturday on CBS, the Valkyries taking on the Dream. For more on these games, go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. Stewart averaging 19 points per ball game, 8th in the league in scoring. There's Asia Wilson, #1 in the W in scoring, sitting this one out with an ankle injury. Carter splits the defense, can't hit. Parker-Tyus muscles it away from Stewart and scores.
And Las Vegas's bench with Kennedy Carter and Parker-Tyus coming in, giving an impact in the absence of Asia Wilson.
Gardner didn't want the three, gave it up to Johannes. Johannes pass to Stewart inside, who has it snatched by Young. Pass ahead, Carter for two. Timeout, New York. Liberty led by 10 early, and that lead is down to 4.
Well, the Aces came in saying that they wanted to win for A'ja Wilson. Chelsea Gray goes down and comes back in the game. This team is inspired by what they're seeing, and they are making a push. Quickness, and they're quicker to the ball right now. They're getting all the 50-50 possessions. They've been literally snatching the ball away from New York. They've just been tougher in possessions that they're winning right now.
Gray, quick pass over to Bell. Bell, 3-ball, won't go. Astier the board. Under a minute now in this first quarter. Astier over to Gardner. Gardner on the move, fouled, plus the bucket.
And that is how New York started this game, and they have to continue to attack the rim. I believe that with A'ja Wilson out, without a shot blocking presence, you've got to work the ball around and get a high percentage shot. Right here, just attacking the closeout, that wasn't an easy angle on the finish either. But you must get to the rim, and then you can make decisions based on how the defense shifts.
Gardner completes the three-point play. New York's lead back to 7. And Phoebish slaps it out of bounds.
And again, New York utilizing their size to be able to switch, be able to get out in the passing lane and deny and use different matchups to pose problems with different players.
Parker Tyus, three-point play opportunity.
I mean, what we are seeing from Parker Tyus right now is tremendous. The defense, as they should, they bring a crowd to Chelsea Gray. And before Breanna Stewart can fully recover, there's already a ball fake and attack right to the cup. I love it.
Parker Tyus in her 12th year out of Middle Tennessee. Completes the three-point play. It's New York 25, Las Vegas 21. Astier right down Flatbush.
And did you see the subtle hezzy? A seasoned vet. I understand this is her rookie year, but Astier has been the bright spot for New York with Sabrina battling injuries.
Hey, Kennedy Carter may need some new shoes. She's sliding all over the place. About a second difference between the shot and game clock. They're all over Gray, forced to turnover. Stewart spinning out of trouble. Outside look. Gardner didn't see the clock. And the first...
It looked like Vegas could not secure a rebound. They've gotten back into it with just their toughness and their willingness to go in there and battle and want to play fast.
Oh, Carter's a blur, and she lost his shoe. She changed her shoes that she was wearing in the first quarter, and then lost one of the new sneakers. She gets back on defense, and she'll be shadowing Astier here. Baseline drive. Jonquel Jones had it slapped away by Parker Tyus, who then blocked Gardner. Out of bounds. It will stay with New York.
Good hands defensively on the interior.
Right here. Good luck guarding this. That hezzy right there. The low man always wins. Kennedy Carter was so fast, her shoe came off. I had to check and see if those were Adidas. No, they're not. They are not. Get some 3 stripes.
Foul inside. And that's going to send Raquel Carrera to the free throw line for New York.
Going back to Kennedy Carter, her efficiency just blows me away. You talked about it, Candace, 73% on layups. I mean, the three-pointer is going in at a very high percentage as well. It's like anything she touches, she can put in the bucket from anywhere on the floor. Just instant offense.
And the thing about Kennedy Carter is she's one of those players that can come in and she can call her own number. And so she's that Jamal Crawford, if you will, that microwave off the bench that could come in and give Jackie Young some time on the bench to get and work her way in this game.
New York 29, Las Vegas 23. Pass inside to Smith, and a foul is called going against Carrera. Even without four-time MVP A'ja Wilson, 20 of Las Vegas's 23 points have come in the paint thus far in this ballgame.
Well, there's more ways to skin a cat, right? It's not just throwing the ball in the paint. It's drives, it's post-ups, it's offensive rebounds, and Vegas early has done a little bit of everything.
Nice pass inside. Smith blocked by Jones. Astier leading the break. Touch pass. Gardner with the finish.
And Rebecca Gardner, one of the fastest players end to end. It is good to see her playing healthy.
And that was set up by the outlet pass by Jonquel Jones.
Smith, patient, puts it in.
And they are trapping Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young ball screens. Anytime they come off, they're going to have to make sound decisions with the basketball.
And that was a good one. That was a good possession.
Skip pass to Jones. Can't hit the tray. Parker ties the board. Oh, nice pass to lead Carter.
The wind was blowing as she was getting to the rim, like no kidding. Wow, the speed, and she gets up so high.
And the speed, but did you see the pass?
Yes.
That was a three-quarter bounce pass on the money from Chelsea Gray.
Third assist for Gray. This time, can't hit the tray. Long rebound to Parker Tyus. Over to Lloyd. Gray now, driving in the lane, and didn't have the angle to put it through. Aces now 0 for 7 from downtown. Shooting 50% overall in this one.
And you wonder.
Astier dump off, and Jones is fouled by Gray.
And Astier doing a little Harlem Globetrotter herself, but Chelsea Gray on the money, three-quarter, full-court bounce pass to a sprinting Kennedy Carter. Good luck guarding that in transition.
Are you surprised? Gray is just, wow. Her vision is incredible.
The thing that I'm looking at right here is, like, yes, Sabrina Ionescu coming back in right now with 7:40, obviously minute restriction, and her 7 minutes on the floor, 8 points plus 6. So let's see how long she's able to go going into this half, because New York has looked good with her on the floor.
Jones good on the first. Brianna Stewart back in. Sabrina Ionescu, Leonie Phoebish back in the ball game as well. Stephanie Talbot, Jackie Young back for the Aces.
And I've got to think there's been some conversations on the Vegas bench about, hey, Jackie Young, you've been able to see the coverages. You know that they're doubling. How do you make the adjustment? And Becky Hammond before the game talked to us about how Jackie is fearless and how she is able to now process information and know how other teams are guarding her.
Here is Young with the rock. Defended by Ionescu. Young, the mini.
Tough to guard. I mean, when she gets into her shots with the elevation, the quickness, when she finds that space, she's special.
Jones, short. Jackie Young has been averaging just under 22 points in her last 5 outings. That last field goal was her first of the night. Nice pass to Smith. Smith takes the contact, can't hit. Phoebish.
And the ball has to go into Jonquel right here.
Stewart, shoulder fake, not enough on it.
Jonquel Jones had Jewel Lloyd sealed on the block. You got to get the ball to her.
But I'm okay with Stewie taking a shot with 2 feet in the paint.
4-point ball game. Skip pass, Talbot, no good. 0 for 8 from downtown for Las Vegas. Ionescu had 8 in the first quarter. Johannes had it deflected over to Ionescu. Ionescu, snatch back, can't hit the tray, and Stewart is fouled. Filthy cross.
I'm sorry. We've seen a couple early here. Ionescu said, may I have this dance, please? She was like the dancing machine. What? Dancing, dancing. Watch this. Watch this. Crossover. Coming back left. Jewel, I'm sorry. Woo. I am sorry, but that was everything but the bucket.
Often do we show a replay, they don't hit the shot, because the move was
nice.
Look at how physical the Aces have been defensively. That's what Becky Hammon wanted to see. They're going to get called for a foul here on the contact, but they have just been all up in New York. And New York has played on their heels somewhat since Vegas has turned it up.
Team, you got to make it hard for them. Obviously, they're great scorers. So I hope we can continue to do that.
Asia, I'm not going to lie, I may have shed a thug tear when I found out you weren't going to be playing in this matchup because we look forward to watching you play. But getting back to the performance of your team, you lose Chelsea Gray for a few moments, but it's been a collective effort of everyone going from being down double figures to back in this game. Who do you think has been key to sustaining this energy so far?
Ooh, I think it's all of us, and we said that. It's going to take all of us. Obviously, I can't be out there, but, you know, man down, man up. And I think it's each and every last individual out there on that court just believing that they can do what they do when we need them to do it the most. But obviously, we're going to look to see Jackie Young kind of come alive here, but I think the energy just coming off of each individual.
And Asia, as Becky Hammon wants a timeout, so we got to make this quick. What do you think Becky Hammon is going to say in this timeout?
I don't.
In Las Vegas, winning the paint battle of 24-18, but the separator, the almighty three-point shot, they hit 2 out of that timeout, which you got to think that you cannot let New York catch and shoot beyond the arc. They're just too good from down there.
They've hit 4 for the game as Jackie Young knocks down the mid-range J.
Yeah, but that's what Asia Wilson just said, that Jackie Young was going to start to find her spots and she would start coming on, and here she is.
Pass over to Stewart. Stewart, no. Battle for the board. Secured by Stewart. Outside to Ionescu. Jonquel Jones fouled. Liberty 9 for 9 at the free throw line so far in this one. Fouled is on Cheyenne Parker-Tyus. That is her 3rd. Let's get some Becky Hammon sound that we can play on air.
Keep working the defensive end. We got to stay solid down here, okay? Look at the score right now. We haven't hit a 3 yet. Once it starts cooking, it's going to start moving real quick. Let's go.
CP, what was it like playing for Becky?
Well, the thing that I love most about playing for Becky Hammon is she's going to give the team what they need. When you're down, she's going to bring you up. When you're up, she's going to bring you back to 0. And Vegas has done a great job of controlling the paint, and they haven't hit a 3 yet. And so I think it's speaking that confidence into your group. You have to get stops on this end, but you have to keep taking great shots on this end as well.
Yeah, and she talked to us about the three-point shot and how important it was for her team, because she said that floor will shrink really quickly if we're not knocking down shots from the outside, because New York is so long and they will pack it in and you won't have any space to move unless you hit some shots from beyond the arc.
This is Chelsea Gray, can't hit. Melissa Smith, the offensive board, over to Carter. Carter going at Johannes and couldn't score. Here is Johannes. A wizard. Wide left that time. Bang knees with Carter on the shot attempt. Pass up ahead, Young makes the catch. Toss out to Smith. Young. That pass deflected. Young recovers. Young on the drive and earns a trip.
Soon.
Chelsea Gray to work it in. And nice feed. Young got free and scores.
And instead of 2 the hard way, she gets 2 the easy way at the free throw line. I mean, at the block instead of the free throw line. Chelsea Gray, another dime.
They can blame that on the officials. They drew that up during that long review.
And a foul away from the ball. That's going to be the 2nd foul on Chelsea Gray. And again, the Aces in the penalty, so Ionescu will go to the free throw line. These will be the 12th and 13th free throws of the night for New York. Aces have gotten to the free throw line for just 2 attempts thus far. Ionescu missing time to start the season. Ankle and foot injuries. It's taken some time to find her rhythm, but she looks terrific so far tonight. Young. Now it's Smith with the high dribble. Over to Carter. Carter couldn't put it in. Long rebound to Ionescu. Nice pass. Astier couldn't control it. Out of bounds. It will stay with New York.
I know Carter couldn't get that to go in the last possession, but I really liked her cutting for Vegas. She has made some really nice cuts through the lane and made herself available in the paint that way.
Astier, inbound to Ionescu. 13 points so far in this one. On the drive, Ionescu goes window shopping.
And it's the threat of the three-point shot. Ionescu has made 3 3-pointers. That little hezzy makes Vegas have to put her in the paint.
This is Lloyd, no good. Smith the offensive board, and a foul is called going against Jonquel Jones.
That's the challenge when you blitz. Can you rotate out of that and get to the glass? That's often what you give up in a situation like that.
And right
going
here,
back to Sabrina.
This is what I was talking about. That little hezzy right there, because she's hit 3 threes and because she is the shooter that we know she is, she's able to attack the basket.
Carter is bumped from behind by Astier. 4th team foul on New York. Liberty currently on a 12-4 run, enjoying their largest lead of the evening. Dre tried to pass it off, turned it over. 4th turnover for the Aces. Inside, how about Carter playing defensive back? Carter, pull up, money. She's in double figures with 10. Ionescu outside to Jones. Long on the tray. Offensive board, Ionescu, and can't put it in. Gray, cross, tried to dump it off to Smith. Astier, extra, Ionescu, 3-ball, won't go. Rebound on the floor, and a foul is called. And if it's going against Carter, it's going to put Stewart on the line. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Kennedy Carter. So now 14 for 14 at the line. Stay tuned for the half. Presented by State Farm. Coming up, our Allie Clifton, joined by the Hall of Famers, Swin Cash, Cynthia Cooper. We got the whole crew in the house. We got a big green room tonight.
We do. And lots of makeup artists and hairstylists on deck.
On deck. 80 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter. Young, defended by Astier, picks up the dribble. Over to Carter, blocked by Phoebus. Phoebus, over to Ionescu. Ionescu in the lane, 2 more. A game high 17.
And Ionescu getting her season high again in the first half, just being aggressive.
Young, tough pass to the perimeter.
An excellent help by Breanna Stewart. Sabrina Ionescu wisely does not foul there. She got beat, but Stewie coming to the rescue in the paint. Distracted Vegas there and caused that turnover.
Well, it's a luxury to have a shot blocker. You run people off the line, you run people off of closeouts, and you depend on your shot blocker.
That ball ricochets over to Lloyd. Here is Lloyd. Pull up Trey. Long. Smith the offensive board. Stripped by Stewart. Shot and game clock nearly identical. Ionescu over to Stewart. Stewart looking for an opening. Fouled by Lloyd.
And I understand you want to run New York off the three-point line, but Breanna Stewart this year not shooting her best, only 21% from beyond the arc. You got to be able to close out and stay in front. Missing your shot blocker and A'ja Wilson back there, that anchors the defense.
And that's what I like about Stewie's game. I said it was the most shots that she had taken inside the arc. It's actually the second most, but she made the adjustment, right? I'm not shooting well from three, and so the numbers start to reflect that her basketball IQ is telling her something. Hey, just take a step inside three, or take a drive, or go to the post. And because she's so versatile, she has those options.
Now watch this out of bounds play right here by Vegas. They're gonna get the ball up to Chelsea Gray quick to be able to get cutters.
Carter gonna take it herself and hit the J as the clock expired on this quick connect presented by AT&T. Back to live action. Smith inside draws the foul and will go to the line. The Aces had just 2 free throw attempts in the first half compared to 17 for the Liberty.
And Vegas has to do more of that. You know, if 2 defenders are going to come to Chelsea Gray, you don't allow Jonquel Jones time to rotate out of that. You got to be ready to attack her before she's in position. Everyone has to look to stay aggressive in that situation.
And you know how I feel about the mid post. I think you put one of your best playmakers in the mid post. I hope that Vegas continues to go back to that, because there's a difference in being doubled where Chelsea got doubled and being doubled at the top of the floor. She was able to get that play to Nalissa because of where the double occurred.
Good spacing.
Smith, a 54% foul shooter on the season, and fittingly splits a pair there. 51-38 New York. Stewart, defended by Gray. Hand off to Ionescu. Pocket pass back to Stewart. Little give and go.
That's great action.
New York knowing that Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young are going to switch. Just a nice out of timeout play.
Gray. The back down with Jones lurking. Dump off. Lloyd. No good. They're now 0 for 12 from downtown in the ballgame.
And that and the free throw line has been the difference. That's why New York is up. Vegas is winning the paint battle.
Foul on Jackie Young.
So you want to get Chelsea Gray off Breanna Stewart because she's a more physical defender right there on the switch. How about that pass? I mean, got it right past Jackie Young, and in time before that help defender on the backside could get there. Beautifully executed.
First assist of the ball game for Sabrina Ionescu, a beauty. Astier right down the lane, outside to Phoebish, no good, and Gray secures the board. Gray outside, Young flicks the wrist, can't connect. Rebound Jones, here comes New York. Liberty have dropped 4 of their last 5 games. The lone win in that stretch was against Las Vegas. The Aces have won 4 of 5, and of course that only loss was to New York at home. Stewart, pull up, money.
Boy, she had to work for that. Nothing happening on the screening at all. That was a slow developing possession for New York, but when you have Breanna Stewart, she can just go get a bucket.
Young. Now it's Smith. Gave it up to Talbot. Back to Smith. Smith got the leg.
It looked like she bobbled it, got it back, and was able to flick it in. Smith getting to the rim. That's what Vegas needs their bigs to do to loosen things up for their guards on the perimeter.
But also, Candace, Nalissa Smith has a nice 10 to 15-foot jumper. I don't know why she is hesitant in taking that shot when the defense is, that's a tougher field goal to make when you drive against a taller Jonquel Jones.
I've got to think that the emphasis at halftime was getting to the free throw line.
Yeah.
And the way you get to the free throw line is you put your head to the rim and you get to the basket. Now, Vegas guards, they have to knock down some threes to loosen up the paint a little bit.
First free throw miss for New York. Ionescu gets the second. She has a game-high 18 points. By the way, that's 3 fouls now on Jackie Young. Lloyd. That was Gray once again hounding. Smith outside. Lloyd. And finally, a three-pointer for the Aces.
We are still just, I said, congratulations, Spike. It's got to feel good.
He's still on
Spike
cloud
Still
nine.
said 53 years.
He is cheesing.
Ionescu slings a pass inside. Stewart, count it, and put her on the line.
And this is the chemistry between Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu that will continue to redevelop on this team. I mean, that is just a beautiful bullet pass, but it's because Breanna Stewart never stops moving. Like, she is always in movement. The ball finds her because of that.
And cannot complete the three-point play. It's one of the interesting things in watching Chris DeMarco and his philosophy that he's putting in with this New York Liberty squad. Lloyd over to Gray. Nice dump off. Young with an easy two. Long way to go in this one. 58-45 is our score. Astier to the rack.
She's got to be first team all finisher in the WNBA because this rookie, when going to the rim, has finished some really difficult angles and shots. That wasn't even close to the level of difficulty we've seen for her.
Gray can't hit. Phoebus the board.
And what I love about Astier is it gives New York another option. She can play on ball, put Sabrina off the ball, and allow her to play make and be that catch and shoot shooter that we know is deadly.
Speaking of, off the mark, Astier the board. Astier couldn't put it in. Smith the rebound.
Now she's on second team all finisher. That quick.
It's a harsh list. Smith, no. How many bunnies have we seen the Aces miss in this one? "15-point advantage for New York." Ionescu. Shot clock winding down. She just heaves. Drew iron, but the rebound is taken by Gray. Young down the lane. Jackie Young. Two more.
And that's where the Aces have to score. You understand New York's size is going to pose some problems in the half court. Jackie Young, you rebound, you get out, and you do that before the defense is set.
Astier stepped out of bounds. 7th turnover for New York.
And Jackie Young, slow to start this game, but is working her way back in with 10 points. Just using that, getting down before the plug man can get there. Just her size, her speed, her physicality. That's what the Aces have to do to get back in this game.
Again, the Aces playing without the services of 4-time MVP Asia Wilson. Liberty still without Satu Sabali in concussion protocol. Took an elbow from Melissa Smith in that meeting with the Aces on June 23rd. Bodies on the floor, and Parker Tyus and Breanna Stewart tied up.
And I know we speak of Asia Wilson and we can say it until we're blue in the face, but Yes, it is throwing the ball into your MVP and her scoring, but she initiates a lot of offense. And her gravity impacts everyone that is cutting off of her, everyone that is receiving a screen. You're being guarded a little different.
Carter with the blow by and draws the foul on Leonie Phoebus. Phoebus is going to pick up her 4th, and so Chris DeMarco will immediately go to Rebecca Gardner. Taking a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule. Thursday on Prime, Wings, Sun. Friday on Ion, Lynx, Liberty, Sky, Aces. And then on Saturday on CBS, the Valkyries will take on the Dream. For more on these games, go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. Raquel Carrera will check in for New York. And one more for Carter, who got off to such a blistering start to start the season, shooting 60% from the floor, 52% from downtown. Averaging 14 points off the bench this season. She has 13 tonight. And Carrera couldn't corral it.
And a well-executed play, just everything but the catch and finish. You understand Sabrina and Breanna Stewart are going to get a lot of attention, utilizing them as a decoy. Just couldn't get the finish.
Young going at Ionescu. Tried to find a cutting Carter. The pass was too hot. Gardner, dump off. Carrera outside. Stewart off the heel, and rebound taken by Carter. Carter gets up the floor so quickly, rises, left it short, and Gardner the board.
That was really good defense, transition defense by Rebecca Gardner, getting back, getting in position to contest. Now Carter could still make that shot over her, but she gave her something to think about.
Good hands by Parker Tyus, forcing another turnover. A steal by Johannes. Ionescu well off the mark. Carrera could not save it.
And both teams playing with their food a little bit. You know, here in this juncture of the game, 3:23 left, only a 12-point game. New York has the opportunity to deliver a knockout punch. Vegas can get back in this game going into the 4th in single digits.
Young over to Gray. Gray wants 3 and connects.
And you have to look out on the floor for New York. Chris DeMarco has gone to his bench. This is a different group. No Jonquel Jones, no Astier, no Phoebus on the floor. And Vegas taking advantage of that.
Johannes can't hit the runner. Parker Tyus the board. Lloyd going at Stewart. Blocked by Stewart. They were a part of the first Commissioner's Cup championship squad in Seattle in 2021. They're ops now.
Great block by Breanna Stewart. Kept the space between her and Lloyd. No contact at all whatsoever.
Gray to work it in. Young surrounded. Got it to Parker Tyus. Misses. Got her own. Another block by Stewart.
And when you're amongst the trees, good luck with Breanna Stewart's wingspan. The best way to get a catch and shoot is off of an offensive rebound. Cheyenne's got to kick that one out.
Yeah, that's 7'1" wingspan to be exact.
Shot clock winding down. Parker Tyus couldn't control it. Ball on the floor. Ionescu has it. 9-point advantage for the Liberty. Their largest lead has been 17. Pocket pass. Stewart with the left.
And there is absolutely nothing you can do about that. Stewie's activity on full display. A pocket pass. Good luck.
They were exhausted.
Parker Tyus finger roll plus the foul.
You know, I love a good pocket pass right there. Sabrina, the key is the delivery on the money. Stewie going to that lucky lefty. She loves rolling in that pocket. And then Cheyenne Parker, Ty, is just tired of it. Going to the rack, head to the rim. I bet the emphasis was to get to the free throw line here. Already have doubled up what they shot in the first half from the charity stripe.
And she played well in the first matchup between these two teams, using her speed and her feet to get around Honshu in that instance. But here, just showing so much toughness and using her physicality to her advantage.
Ionescu tries the pocket pass again. Stewart hits again.
And the way that you defend a pocket pass, you can't defend it with the two defenders. You got to bring some help side to that nail, but New York's such great three-point shooters. Vegas is hesitant.
By the time you get there, Breanna Stewart's already in the air with some elevation.
Young. Outside. Gray. Rainbow tray won't drop. Parker ties the offensive board. Young wants three and hits.
Oh boy, that's a tough bucket. The number of contested shots that Jackie Young makes, defense is there. There's a distraction of some sort, doesn't matter.
Offensive foul. The discard by Ionescu. And another turnover for the Liberty. And what's now a 7-point ball game. A high elbow there.
And Chris DeMarco is gonna make some substitutions here.
Just the second foul for Ionescu.
Jonquel back out, and Assier is back out on the floor as well. There was a lot of activity on behalf of Vegas in and around the paint, so getting Jonquel back in helps as well.
Oh, how was Bell wide open?
And we have ourselves a ball game. It looked like New York was running away with this. Vegas right back in to the game.
Bodies on the floor. We'll keep it here. Brianna Turner colliding with Jonquel Jones.
And if you look at Vegas's offense, there's a number of back screens, cuts.
She just slipped
misdirection.
it. Yep.
Sometimes you just got to slip the screen. If there's no touch, there's no switch. A little confusion on New York.
And there's no in the gravity, right? If you got to make a decision, you're going to make sure Chelsea Gray has some attention. There should have been some backside attention defensively with Kay Bell making that cut.
Aces on a 14-4 run. Stewart lost it out of bounds. It will stay with New York. Astier. Using every bit of that 5 seconds. And a foul is called on the floor. It's going to be 2 shots as the Aces are in the penalty.
Chelsea Gray looking at the Vegas bench saying, I was held. Becky didn't get cleared for the review.
It did not.
I think it might have been Chelsea on the whole. Candace, that's your old
Well, listen,
teammate.
they always get the second one. I think she was arguing for the first one, but yes, that is a foul. And Becky Hammond is like, nah.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
The coaching staff said, no, you were doing the whole.
Right. Stop it.
I wonder if they keep track of how many times a player asks for a review and it be true.
I think all coaches know who they can trust.
I'm with you otherwise, Chelsea. Not on that one.
Young, baseline drive. Jackie Young, hoop and harm.
Has Jackie gotten an easy look at all tonight?
She has worked for every bit of her 15 points in this ball game.
And that's the beauty of Jackie Young right here. You let her go right. She's going to create, absorb, and distribute contact.
And the double clutch midair. Use of the glass. Just an incredible athlete.
That's a lot of hours in the weight room with China. Look at that.
Or doing push-ups.
A lot of hours in the weight. A lot of hours in the weight room.
What I understand, Jackie don't need a weight room to work out. You give her a hallway, she's going to do some push-ups, okay? You give her a bar, she's going to do some pull-ups. She's committed to this work.
We have a one-possession ball game. Shot clock off. Third quarter winding down. Gardner outside. Johannes fires a three. Rims out. Rebound Bell. Bell with the downtown in that third quarter. Meanwhile, the Aces went 3 for 6.
And both of these teams are highly reliant on the three-point shots and generating looks from there. So let's see how each adjusts to keeping each other off the line.
Johannes with the scoop shot. I want to remind you the best place for all live WNBA action is on FanDuel. Download the app and play your game. Commissioner's Cup Championship game. $500,000 prize pool. Gray can't hit. Liberty looking to extend this lead, and Gray with a hard foul on Phoebus. And that will be 4 fouls on Chelsea Gray.
And right here, if you are New York, you have Sabrina Ionescu out of the game. You have Brianna Stewart out of the game. You have to feature Jonquel Jones. She's got to establish herself in the paint.
Phoebus falling down, and that is a traveling violation. 11 turnovers for the Liberty.
And Phoebus just playing outside of herself right there, right? Like trying to make a play, understandably. Good job by Vegas of bringing the defense. But to your point, you got to make your job easier. Dump it inside to Jonquel, let her go to work. Swin been talking about that since the pregame. Like, what's going to happen in the paint for New York without A'ja Wilson?
This is Bell draining the trifecta.
And KB, always ready when her number is called, knocks down a much-needed 3. The Vegas Aces have 4 of them after not having any in the first half here in the second half.
Meanwhile, the Liberty have missed their last 11 from downtown. Gardner in the paint, tosses it up, and is snatched by Young. Aces playing inspired ball. The Euro, the D-cell, the bucket. All knotted up at 67. The Aces have never led. First tie since it was 2-2. Gardner onto the rim. The reverse drops.
And right there, Gardner not settling, understanding what she's great at. The ball finds energy. Gardner is one of those players that is always active.
They needed someone to step up and take that responsibility. Brianna Stewart is at the table waiting to check in, but you still got to find some offense for now.
Young got it back from Carter.
And right there, I know we're talking about the Aces without A'ja, but Satu Sabli is out for New York, hasn't been fully healthy this year. And these are her minutes, right? Where you're able to have another 6'4", 6'5" person to be able to feature in the offense.
Oh, Young getting shifty. Pull up! First lead of the night for the Aces.
Welcome to the Jackie Young Show, ladies and gentlemen.
Jones nearly stripped. She is stripped, and a foul is called.
And New York has to make it easier on Jonquel. There's no way that you need her operating from the top of the key, attacking. But on the other side, Jackie Young, you let her get hot. She's going to play with a need for speed, get into her spot. And then again, nice little sweet, slow Euro.
Astier, big-time triple. Gives New York back the lead. Astier with the...
Out of that. She had 3 of 8 from the field in the first half and has called her own number in the second.
Let's send it over to JD.
Yeah, Grady and CP, you make that point about that conversation between Jackie Young and Becky Hammond. And Jackie alluded to it in terms of the trust with the more touches this season, which has led to her evolved level of aggression. We can see it. She even admitted to me she's always had that scoring mentality from Notre Dame all the way through. But when she's seeing more of the ball now, she's trusting herself in difficult situations to make the best decisions. An aggressive, high usage Jackie Young is a problem for the rest of the league, but definitely a problem for the Liberty tonight.
But Grady, Jackie Young didn't shoot the 3-ball like she shoots right now. That was developed. And at Notre Dame, yes, you had trouble guarding her, but that unlocked 3 is what makes her so deadly.
Left that shot short. Young also averaging a career high in assists this season. Lloyd off the mark, Stewart the board. Chris DeMarco is going back to his starters here. This is Jones. Defended by Turner. Over to Stewart. Stewart, turnaround Jay, not enough on it. Got it back and scores.
Boy, New York has found Breanna Stewart in all the right places with all the right matchups in the second half when she's been on the floor.
Young, new, Phoebus rebounds.
And I would love for New York to go back to that Breanna Stewart pick and roll. Or,
how about that delivery?
Or Astier. But that's what's been successful for New York in this offense, is finding Stewie on the move right here. A little bit of this, little shimmy. You know she loves that right shoulder, but again, next action. She never stops moving. On the offensive rebound, on the slip out of screens, she doesn't stop.
And that's a way to attack a mismatch, right? She didn't get that immediate shot over Bell with the height, but she still has the foot speed advantage to get to the offensive rebound in time. It looks like Sue Bird is giving Jackie Young some pointers here in late game. Let's see if she can implement whatever that was. She sees those assist numbers creeping up. She said, Jackie, hold on now. I know you have a career high in assists, but that's my thing.
Sue Bird has played with players on both sides. Jewel Lloyd in Seattle, of course, and Breanna Stewart. Chelsea Gray. Using a Smith screen, pull up, won't go. Long rebound, chased down by Phoebus. Phoebus, attack mode. Going right over Gray, and count the hoop. And one opportunity, and that's 5 fouls on Gray.
And we have seen a couple of fouls by Chelsea Gray that I think she should have let go. Considering how important she is to the team. We saw another one here, a little past half court. They need her on the floor.
Well, Coach Hammond knows that, and that is why she is still on the floor, having the trust of her coach in this situation.
That'll be something to keep an eye on. Chelsea Gray, point guard for the Aces, 5 fouls. And we have 5:11 to go in regulation.
And Cheyenne Parker-Tyus has been in this situation in the middle, catching the basketball and the guards cutting off. She's got to turn. Once the cuts happen, you have to turn and face and make yourself available as a scorer and as a passer.
New York on an 8-0 run since both Stewart and Ionescu returned to the game. Young, outside look, Parker-Tyus. Long rebound, Jones. Halfway through the fourth, Astier running the floor.
Like seeing Teresa Weatherspoon in this building, like she is everything New York Liberty. However, I would have said that about Becky Hammond as well until she got booed up in this place. I'm like, what?
She's in the Ring of Honor and she got booed. That speaks to the rivalry. 10-0 run for New York after Las Vegas took a 71-69 lead. Shot clock winding down. Chelsea Gray can't finish. Rebound Jones. 9th rebound of the ball game for Jonquel Jones.
And again, this action has to include a Sabrina Breanna Stewart screen. However you get to it, those two have to touch the ball in this possession.
Astier got some space. Pull up won't go. Jones goes down hard again. Foul on the floor. And it's going to go against Jewell Loyd. 3rd on Loyd.
And you're right, Candace. Coming down the stretch, you have to know how to prioritize your offense, right? Where to get the ball. And I would even go back to that possession when Cheyenne Parker-Tice took that 3 from the corner on the pass from Jackie Young. It's a shot she can make, but is that a high percentage shot for this team in that situation as possessions are getting tighter?
And this is why the Commissioner Cup is so important, because there's high stakes situation. You're in that playoff-like feel. And players are going to have to realize that this is not equal opportunity when the game gets under 5 minutes.
Correct.
So many times this Commissioner's Cup title game has been a precursor to the WNBA Finals. Certainly was the case when these two teams met in 2023. Liberty winning the Commissioner's Cup title. Aces getting payback in the WNBA Finals. Carter got loose inside and fouled by Stewart, who felt she was vertical. The Liberty are not going to challenge. In fact, Stewart didn't twirl the finger. She just gave a thumbs down.
And that's the player you can trust right there.
Right.
Stewie said, I got her right here, right there across the arm. That's a good foul. Make Kennedy Carter earn it at the free throw line.
These are the first points for Las Vegas since the 7:25 mark in the 4th. Ionescu. Astier outside. Ionescu. Cash.
And that is a player that you cannot have on the catch and shoot. If you're New York, you hunt for catch and shoot shots for Sabrina. As Jackie Young says, right back at you. The three-point line has caused a lot of these runs, and I think it's going to come down to these 3 minutes in defending that.
Liberty have scored on 7 straight possessions. They won't make it 8. Carter through contact, bucket and the foul.
I like it. And I like it because Kennedy Carter started this game impacting what was happening on the floor, and it wasn't with her shot. It was with this. It was with hustle. This is a high-risk, high-reward play, but she shoots the gap. She's playing against a rookie in Astier and just takes advantage of her there, uses her speed to get to the rim.
And LaChina, we call that the get back. On the possession before, made the mistake, help. Sabrina gets the catch and shoot. You got to make it up on this end and get it back, and she gets 3 the hard way.
We still have a long way to go in this one. 2-possession ball game. New York 84, Las Vegas 79. Astier. Now it's Stewart. Rises, can't hit. Rebound, bounces out of bounds. It'll be a fresh 14 for the Liberty. Inbound to Stewart. And Astier is fouled by Parker-Tice, ill-advised, as the Aces in the penalty. Astier is 2 for 2 at the free throw line in this one. I asked Chris DeMarco at what point did he realize Astier was a hooper. He said before she got here. You're watching her tape overseas. You saw how feisty she was on the defensive end and what a competitor she was. And that served her well so far here in the W. Carter cut off, toss out. Jackie Young flicks the wrist and hits.
Of all the players to lose.
And again, New York has to come down and get touches in those players.
Stewart's the discard in the bucket.
As Stewart just posts up and gets an easy one. Kennedy slow to get up here.
4 on 5 at the moment. Parker Tyus, quick trigger, won't drop. Rebound, Phoebus.
And I don't love that shot right there. You got to get the ball to Jackie Young and Chelsea Gray and allow them to make plays.
6-point game. Ionescu, hard drive. Ionescu flips it up and in.
And Sabrina Ionescu, first of all, let's talk about the intelligence of Breanna Stewart. Sabrina loves going left. She goes up, switches the screen, and gets Sabrina going to her left hand to make things easy in the pick and roll.
Young fouled on a 3 attempt by Jonquel Jones.
You just got to be disciplined there if you're Jonquel. Even if it's just a side contest. You're 6'6". Put your arms up, flail a little bit, you know, get in the vision if you can of Jackie Young, but to put her on the free throw line and stop the clock is not smart.
And in the cookie jar right there.
Jackie Young, after a slow start, has been brilliant in this ball game. This game alone has been a microcosm of her season. Now up to 30 points.
And going back to what you talked about earlier, Candace, Jackie was a distributor at Notre Dame. I mean, she averaged 5 assists a game in her last season, but it's the efficiency of her scoring, and now she said teams are playing her differently. So she's able to make plays off of the bounce, also able to help her teammates. Now that the ball's in her hands more, she has just continued to blossom.
And again, going right back to that Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna Stewart screen.
And they want to get Chelsea Gray in action. I mean, what can Chelsea do with her fouls? That's what Sabrina's looking to do.
How about Stewart snagging that rebound? Astier on the drive, toss out. Jones for 3. Short. Rebound to Young. Aces with an opportunity.
Have a 2-for-1 opportunity. Oh,
it
my
rims out.
goodness, and she misses the layup. Right now, I feel like you have to foul.
Crowd rising to his feet.
Vegas electing to play the shot clock out and not foul.
Ionescu. Boom!
It's smart offense.
And that was a significant 5-point swing. Young missing the layup, leading to that Ionescu 3. Had Young hit the layup, it would have been a 1-possession game. 12 seconds. Lloyd, sidestep, Trey, won't drop. Rebound, Stewart. Time will run out. And the New York Liberty, your 2026 Commissioner's Cup champions.